It might sound funny to hear that a kids show could influence someone's professional career as an adult, but that's exactly what happened to me. As someone whose native language isn't English, my passion for the show taught me the language better than school ever did. They say the best way to learn a language is through music and films, so people who went through the experience of learning a new language can relate to this, where there is always a certain show you like to learn from. And it was Hannah Montana for me. I watched every episode, listened to every song, and translated every new word I came across, and found myself getting better without it feeling like a boring classroom lesson. What I didn't expect was that developing my English through the show when I was a child opened professional doors later on. Today I work in communications and media, and I can say for a fact that the fluency I began building with Hannah's lyrics was a factor in landing better job opportunities than what was available around me. It was a high-value educational experience wrapped in pure fun. Deeper impact was actually on my mindset as a child. The common narrative was always that dreams are something you achieve when you grow up, and you choose a career like being a doctor or an engineer once you're an adult. But seeing Miley living a double life, normal teen by day and start pursuing her talent by night, sparked a question in my mind, like, why can't I try to achieve my dreams right now? Painting was what I loved most, and it was my way to express myself. So instead of waiting to grow up, I decided to share my talent with the world. I started social media pages, contacted with artists globally, and began a journey that quickly led to art exhibitions, TV interviews, and even a feature on the CNN website. I became the youngest member in my city's art association. But more importantly, I started using my art to speak about critical issues in my community. All of that while I was still very young. It makes me wonder now if Hannah Montana was one of the reasons I started believing that creative talents are more than just hobbies, and that they are tools that can change our reality and the world around us, no matter our age. Looking back with an adult lens, I can clearly see the wealth and privilege that made Hannah's mistakes so easy to fix. It was an idealized image, but for a girl in a completely different part of the world, that fantasy was a necessary fuel. I felt it was about the agency she had over her own voice and the freedom she had to explore and to learn. We can't talk about this era without mentioning the music. Looking back now, I realize how important those songs were. Lyrics from The Climb or Nobody's Perfect told me that I shouldn't give up and I should always try again, and that perfection isn't a requirement for success. The songs also carried values of family, friendship, and pride in where you came from. Even the romantic songs were innocent and realistic. So I want to hear from you, especially those of you whose native language isn't English. How did this show or others like it impact your life? Did it change something in you the way it did for me?